Welcome back to Mellow Island. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to train your puppy or your dog. They said it's never too late to teach an old dog new tricks, but I haven't done that as yet. So, which is why I put the title as Potty Training Your Puppy. Some signs that your dog or puppy needs to eliminate are that he will probably be whining or going around in circles, sniffing the ground or scratching, or he might even get into the squat position. And trust me, when he gets into the squat position, he is going to want number 2. As a general rule of thumb, consistency is key. Dogs are animals of habit, and when you establish a routine or a schedule, it is important that you try to stick to it as much as possible. Your dog will probably try to eliminate in the same spot around the same time of day over and over again. So it is very important that you pay attention to your pet and try to learn what his routine is. Another important fact to note is that smaller breeds would tend to eliminate more often than bigger breeds, as their bladders are smaller. So with the more water that they drink, they would need to eliminate more often. If your pet is going to be living within the confines of your home, it is necessary that you establish a space for him to eliminate while he learns to control his bladder. It will give him the freedom to eliminate in that particular spot, and it will make cleanup so much more easier without you having to find those not so happy surprises under your bed or under your couch. Potty training will be so much more easier with an established feeding schedule for your puppy. I feed my multi-poo twice a day, in the morning and in the evening. This is necessary because puppies tend to go after eating, after sleeping, after a play session, or sometimes after drinking a whole bunch of water. You should also try to take away his food bowl in between meals so that he's not eating when you're not available to take him outside to eliminate. And on the point of taking him outside to eliminate, try to take him or her outside after every meal. And in the beginning stages, you are going to want to take your puppy out every half an hour, and then bump that up to every hour. Then you can bump that up again to an hour and a half, and then to 2 hours. This will help your puppy in controlling his bladder as he gets older. The thing to note is that when your puppy is about 1 month old, he might be able to hold his bladder for just about an hour. When he's 2 months old, he will be able to hold it for about 2 hours. At 3 months, 3 hours, 4 months, 4 hours, and so on. So to establish that a bladder control, take him out at intervals as his bladder grows and he learns to be more in control of eliminating. And whenever you take him out, take him back to the same spot, because as I said before, they are animals of routine. So he's going to want to eliminate in that very spot. He will also learn to associate that particular spot with eliminating himself, whether it be number 1 or number 2. Sometimes they have different spots for number 1 and number 2. So be sure to swing by the 2 of them if he has different spots for those. You could also use positive reinforcement to let your puppy know that he is doing a good job by rewarding him with treats for going outside and going in the correct spot. Crate training, for me personally, has proven to be very effective in potty training my puppy. You see, dogs don't usually go where they sleep, so by crate training your puppy, he will learn to hold it in until you take him outside. When purchasing a crate for your puppy, you are going to want to ensure that the crate is large enough for your puppy to lie in, stand up, turn around, sit down, touch the ground, hey, but ensure that the crate is not too big, because if the crate is too big, then he is going to want to eliminate within the confines of the crate. Also ensure that the crate has access to water. I don't leave water in my puppy's crate because he's a hot mess. He will put his head in the water bowl, make a mess, and on top of that, since I have a full-time job, I can't take him out for a period of about 8 hours, and I don't want his bladder to be filled so that he's uncomfortable in there for extended periods. If you can, however, arrange for some family member to take your puppy outside at intervals, again, so that he learns to eliminate outside. I have tried puppy training pads, however they were not very effective for my very, very special boy. He just didn't get it. However, if you want to try a potty training pads, they are basically some gauze over plastic. They kind of resemble what the babies used to use. I think they call them Macintosh. They kind of resemble that. What you're going to want to do, especially if you're going to be away for an extended period, is to place the potty training pad down in the area that you have set aside for your puppy, and that will trap urine, and it will make cleanup very easy. And all you do is just pick it up and dispose of it in the garbage when you're done. Please, please, please do not punish your puppy for going in the wrong place. Some people, especially in our society, will tend to rub the puppy's noses into the pee or the poop, and this is extremely inhumane, and it will not help you achieve your goal of potty training. If you hit your dog, that is not going to help you either. All you're doing is letting your dog fear you, and it's an unhealthy fear where your puppy will now try to hide, to eliminate in places that you won't see until it's too late. What you can do is clap very loudly whenever you notice that your puppy is about to eliminate in an area where he's not supposed to, and quickly take him outside so that he can finish up. Once he finishes up, reward him with a treat, pat him on his head, say good boy, so that he knows that he's doing the right thing. You may also want to pick up an enzymatic cleaner from your drugstore as well. The puppies, dogs generally tend to eliminate, sometimes on demand, for a mark in their territory. So whenever they go in a certain area, they will come back to that area off of the smell and eliminate there again. So to avoid that, especially if it's in an area where he shouldn't be going, use an enzymatic cleaner to clean up the mess. There will be times that you will need to stay outside just a little bit longer than usual with your puppy because they tend to sniff around, explore, get familiar with their surroundings. Sometimes the weather isn't too great. I can attest to that because Loki hates going outside when it's raining because he gets his paws wet, his fur wet. He absolutely hates it. So there will be days that you will need to be just a little more patient to help your puppy, well, to give your puppy enough time to get comfortable enough for him to go. What I also try to do is to take him out first thing in the morning, last thing in the night, after his breakfast, if you want to call it that, after dinner, as soon as I get home from work, right before I leave for work. Yeah, those are basically the set times that I take him out. When I'm home on weekends, I try to take him out every 2 to 3 hours or so, and just to make him comfortable, because we don't like to hold in or pee. It's uncomfortable for us. Imagine what it's doing to a puppy or a dog. There will be accidents, obviously, because there will be times when you will be so caught up in doing whatever it is that you probably forgot to take him out at the time that you scheduled. But don't lose patience. If he does have an accident, don't punish him. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you guys have already subscribed. If you haven't, please do. Don't forget to like. Also, if you want, feel free to leave me a comment to let me know if there are any tips that you think that I missed and would be important to the potty training process. Or if you want to suggest my next video, you could do so as well. I gladly welcome new ideas. Until next time, peace out.